Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a feeling that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name. I know you're gonna treat me right. Bless my soul, I love you. Take this heart away. Take these arms, I never use them. Believe what my lips have to say. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Fever all through the night.
Thieves! What is the reason of this terrible summons? What is the matter there?
Signor, is all your family within? Are your doors locked?
Why? Wherefore ask you this?
Zoom, sir, you're wrong! You have lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black ram is cupping your white ewe. Arise, awake, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. Arise, I say!
You've lost your wits. What profane wretch art thou?
I am one, sir, that comes to tell you your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with two backs.
Thou art a villain!
You are a senator. Your daughter, if you have not given her leave, I say again, hath made a gross revolt, tying her duty, beauty, wit, and fortunes in an extravagant and wheeling stranger of here and everywhere. Straight, satisfy yourself.
Strike on the trigger, give me a taper! Call up my people, this accident is not unlike my dream, but even that oppresses me already. Light, I say, light! It is too true and evil. Gone she is. And what's become of my despising time is naught but bitterness. Now, where didst thou see her? Oh, unhappy girl, with the Moor, sayest thou, who would be a father? How didst thou know 'twas she? Oh, she deceived me past thought. What said she to you? Get more tapers! Raise all my kindred! Are they married to take you? Oh, heaven, out! God, see out! Oh, treason of the blood!
Most potent, grave, and reverend signors, my very noble and approved good masters, that I have ta'en away this old man's daughter, it is most true. True, I have married her. The very head and front of my offending hath this extent no more. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with the soft phrase of peace, and little of this great world can I speak more than pertains to the feats of broil and battle, and therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. Send for the lady.
A maiden never bold, of spirit so still and quiet that her motion blushed at herself, and she, in spite of nature, of years of country, credit everything to fall in love with what she feared to look on. It is an assumption, it doesn't have credit. It must be like a rule of nature that would be broken. That I vouch again that he practiced on her with potions over the powerful, over the blood, and that's how he wrought upon her.
I do beseech you, send for the lady and let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul in her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
I pray you hear her speak. If she confessed she was half the wooer, destruction on my head, if my bad blame light on the man. Come hither, gentlemen. You perceive in all this noble company where most you owe obedience.
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the lord of duty. I am hitherto your daughter. But here's my husband, and so much duty as my mother showed to you, preferring you before her father. So much I challenge, I may profess, due to the more, my lord.
God be with you, I have done. Please it your grace, on to the state affairs. I had rather to adopt a child than get it. Come hither, Lord. I dare to give to thee that with all my heart, which what thou hast already with all my heart, I would keep from thee. For your sake, jewel, I am blighted soul. I have no other child, for thy escape will teach me tyranny to hang clogs on them. I have done, my lord. I humbly beseech you proceed to the affairs of state.
I do undertake these present wars. I must away tonight.
Tonight, my lord.
With all my heart. Most humbly, therefore, bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife.
I'll not have her with me.
Nor I.
Nor would I there reside, to put my father in impatient thoughts by being in his eye.
So please your grace, my ancient, a man he is of honesty and trust. Honesty, Iago, my Desdemona must I leave to thee. I pray thee, let thy wife attend on her.
My most gracious Duke, to my unfolding lend your prosperous ear, and let me find a charter in your voice, that I did love the more to live with him, my downright violence and storm of fortunes may trumpet to the world, my heart subdued, even to the very quality of my lord. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honor and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind a month of peace and he go to the war, the rights by which I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support in his dear absence. Let me go with him.
Let her have your voice.
Look to her, boy, if thou hast eyes to see. She deceived her father, and maybe thee.
I hate the Moor. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot be truly followed. One Michael Cassio, that never set a squadron in the field, nor the division of battle knows more than a spinster. Mere prattle without practice is all his soldiership. But he hath election And I, God bless the mark, his morship's ancient. Preferment goes by letter, and affection not by old gradation. I know my price, I am worth no worse a place. The more, howbeit I endure him not, is of a constant, loving, noble nature, and I dare think he'll prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, but partly led to diet my revenge. For I do suspect the lusty Moor hath leapt into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my inwards, and nothing can or shall content my soul till I am even with him, wife for wife. Or failing so, yet that I put the Moor at least into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure.
Oh, let the heavens give him defense against the elements, for I have lost them on a dangerous sea. How now? Who's put in? Tempests themselves, high seas and howling winds, as having sense of beauty to omit their mortal natures, letting go safely by the divine Desdemona, our great captain's captain. Oh, behold, the riches of the ship is come on shore. Hail to thee, lady, and the grace of heaven before, behind me, and at every hand, and we'll be wrapped.
I thank you, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He has not yet arrived, nor know I aught, but that he's well, and will be shortly here.
Oh, but I fear. How lost you company?
The great contention of the sea and skies parted our fellowship. Good ancient, you are welcome. Welcome, mistress. Let it not gall your patience, Iago, that I extend my manners. 'Tis my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Sir, would she give you so much of her lips as of her tongue she often bestows on me, you would have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
Of faith, too much. I find it still when I have list to sleep. Married before your ladyship, I grant, she puts her tongue a little in her heart and chides with thinking.
You have little cause to say so.
Come on. You are pictures out of doors, bells in your parlors, wildcats in your kitchens, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your housewifery, and hussives in your bed.
Fie upon thee, slanderer.
Nay, it is true. You rise to play and go to bed to work.
You shall not write my praise.
No, let me not.
How wouldst thou write of me? How shouldst thou praise me?
Oh, gentle lady, do not put me to it, for I am nothing if not critical.
Come. Say, how wouldst thou praise me?
I am about it. My muse labors, and thus she is delivered. If she be fair and wise, fairness and wit, the one's for use, the other useth it.
How if fair and foolish.
And she never yet was foolish that was fair, for even her folly helped her to an end.
What miserable praise hast thou for her that's foul and foolish?
There's none so foul and foolish thereunto, but does foul pranks which fair and wise ones do.
Oh, heavy ignorance! Thou praisest the worst best. Do not learn of him, Emilia, though he be thy husband. How say you, Cassio? Is he not most profane and liberal counselor?
He speaks home, madam. You may relish him more in the soldier than the scholar.
Oh, my fair warrior!
Oh, dear fellow!
It gives me wonder great is my content to see you here before me. Oh, my soul's joy. If after every tempest comes such calms, may the winds blow till they awaken death. If it were now to die, were now to be most happy, for I fear my soul hath her content so absolute that not another comfort like to this succeeds in unknown fate.
The heavens forbid, but our loves and comforts do increase, even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers.
It is Othello's pleasure, our noble and valiant general, that upon tidings now arrived, every man put himself into triumph, some to dance, some to make bonfires. There is full liberty of feasting, each to what sport and revels his addition leads him. For besides these beneficial news, it is the celebration of his nuptial. So much was his pleasure should be proclaimed. Heaven bless the isle!
Welcome, Iago. We must to the watch.
Our general cast us thus early for the love of his Desdemona, who let us therefore not blame.
She is a most exquisite lady.
And I warrant her full of game.
Indeed, she is a most fresh and delicate creature.
What an eye she hath. Methinks it sounds a parley to provocation.
An inviting eye, and yet methinks right modest.
And when she speaks, is it not an alarum to love?
She is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Lieutenant, I have a stoop of wine to the health of Black Othello.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking. I could well wish courtesy would invent some other custom of entertainment.
Oh, but one cup I'll drink for you.
I have drunk but 1 cup tonight, and that was craftily qualified too. I am unfortunate in the infirmity and dare not task my weakness any more.
If I can fasten but 1 cup upon him with that which he hath drawn tonight already, he'll be full of quarrel and offence. I am to put our Cassio to some action that may offend the isle. If consequence do but approve my dream, my boat sails freely, both with wind and stream.
Drink, 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 let every true lover salute his sweetheart. Let's drink! For God, an excellent song. There be souls must be saved, and there be souls must not be saved. To the health of the general! For my own sake, no offense to the general, nor any man of quality, I hope to be saved.
And so do I too, Lieutenant.
Aye, but by your leave, not before me. The lieutenant is to be saved before the ancient. Let's no more of this. Let's to our affairs. God forgive us our sins. Gentlemen, let's look to our business. Do not think, gentlemen, that I am drunk. This is my ancient. This is my right hand, and this is my left. I am not drunk now. I can stand well enough. I can sing well enough. You must not think then that I am drunk.
Come, you're drunk.
Drunk? I am not drunk.
Hey, come, Lieutenant, yes, drunk. Help, ho, here's a good watch, indeed. Oh, Lieutenant.
What is the matter here?
Lieutenant, gentlemen, the general speaks to you.
Who began this? On my love, I charge thee.
I pray.
How comes it, Michael, you are thus forgot?
I cannot speak.
Give me to know how this foul rout began. What? Who set it on? 'Tis monstrous. Iago, who began it?
I had rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offense to Michael Cassio. Yet I persuade myself to speak the truth.
Cassio, I love thee, but never more be officer of mine. Look at my gentle love, do not raise up. I want to give example of thee.
What is the matter, dear?
All's well now, sweeting. Come, Desdemona. 'Tis the soldier's life to have their balmy slumbers wait with strife.
Reputation. 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 Oh, I have lost my reputation. I've lost that immortal part of myself, and what remains is bestial. My reputation, Iago, my reputation.
Reputation is an idle and most false imposition, oft got without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself such a loser. What, man, there are ways to recover the general again. You are but now cast in his mood, a punishment more in policy than in malice. Sue to him again, and he's yours.
I would rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander with so slight, so drunken, so indiscreet an officer. Drunk, speak parrot, squabble, swagger, swear, discourse fustian with my own shadow. Oh, one unperfectness shows me another to make me frankly despise myself.
Come, you are too severe a moraler.
I will ask him for my place again, and he will tell me I am a drunkard.
You or any man living shall be drunk at some time. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. Confess yourself freely to her. Importune her help to put you in your place again. She is of so free, so kind, so apt, so blessed a disposition, she holds it a vice in her goodness not to do more than she's requested. This broken joint between you and her husband entreat her to splinter.
You advise me well. I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me here. Good night, honest Iago!
And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice is free, I give, and honest, probable to thinking, and indeed the course to win the more again. For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit she's framed as fruitful as the free elements. Then for her to win the more, were to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin. His soul is so enfettered to her love that she may make, unmake, do what she list, even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How then am I a villain to counsel Cassio to this parallel course, directly to his good? Divinity of hell. When devils will the blackest sins put on, they do suggest at first with heavenly shows, as I do now. For whilst this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly to the more, I'll pour this pestilence into his ear, that she repeals him for her body's lust. And by how much she strives to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the more. So will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. Two things can be done. My wife must move her Cassio to her mistress, I'll set her on. Myself a while to draw the more apart and bring him jump when he may Cassio find soliciting his wife. Aye, that's the way. Dull not devised by coldness and delay.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I am sorry for your displeasure, but all will sure be well. The general and his wife are talking of it. She speaks for you stoutly.
Yet I beseech you, if you think fit or that it may be done, give me advantage of some brief discourse with Desdemona alone.
Pray you come in. I will bestow you where you shall have time to speak your bosom free.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities on thy behalf.
Good Madam do. I warrant it grieves my husband as if the cause were his.
Oh, what's an honest fellow? Worry not, Cassio, I will have my lord and you again as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he is never anything but your true servant.
I know it, I thank you. You do love my lord, and you've known him long. Be you assured, he shall stand in strangeness no further off than in a politicness.
Aye, but that policy may last so long that I being absent in my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service.
Without doubt, before Emilia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. If I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does in Cassio's suit. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Madam, here comes my lord.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
Stay here, me sleep.
Madam, not now. I am ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes.
To your own discretion.
Ha! I like not that.
What dost thou say?
Nothing, my lord, or if... I know not what.
Was that not Michael Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio, my lord? No, sure, I cannot think it that he would steal away so guilty like seeing coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
How now, my lord? I've been talking with a suitor here, a man who languishes in your displeasure.
Who is it you mean?
Why, your Lieutenant Cassio. Good my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, his reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. Prithee, call him back.
Wait till he gets now.
Yes, faith, so humble, he hath left part of his grief with me to suffer with him. Good love, call him back.
Not now, sweet Desdemona, some other time.
Shall it be shortly?
The sooner, sweet for you.
Tonight, supper.
No, not tonight.
Tomorrow, dinner.
I shall not dine alone.
Tomorrow night. Or Tuesday morn, or Tuesday noon, or night, or Wednesday morn. Prithee, let him not exceed 3 days. In faith, he's penitent. And yet his trespass in our common reason, save that they say the wars must make example of our best, is not almost a fault to incur a private check. Tell me, when should he come? I wonder in my soul what you would ask me that I should deny and stand so murmuring on. What? Michael Cassio that came a-wooing with you, and so many a time when I spoke of you dispraisingly, hath taken your part to have so much to do to bring him in.
Prithee no more. Let him come when he will, I will deny thee nothing.
Ah, 'tis not a boon. 'Tis as I should entreat you to wear your gloves, or feed on nourishing dishes, or keep you warm, or sue to you to do a peculiar profit to your own person. Nay, when I have a suit in which I mean to touch your love indeed, it shall be full of poise, and difficult to wait, and fearful to be granted.
I will deny thee nothing, whereon I do beseech thee, grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you? No, farewell, my lord.
Farewell, my Desdemona. I'll come to thee straight.
Here you come. Be as your fancies teach you, whate'er you be, I am obedient.
Perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos is come again.
My noble lord,
What dost thou say, Iago?
did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for a satisfaction of my thought.
Why of that thought, Iago?
I did not think he had been acquainted with her.
Oh yes, and went between us very oft.
Indeed.
Indeed, I indeed. Discernst thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord?
Honest, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Think, my lord. By heaven, thou echoest to me as if there were some monster in thy thought too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now, thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel in my whole course of wooing, thou criedst, indeed. If thou dost love me, show me thy thought.
My lord, you know I love you.
I think thou dost.
I dare be sworn, I think that he be honest.
I think so too.
Men should be what they seem.
Certain men should be what they seem. Nay, yet there's more in this. I prithee, speak to me as to thy thinkings.
Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. Utter my thoughts, I say they are vile and false.
What dost thou mean? By heaven, I'll know thy thought.
You cannot, if my heart were in your hand, or shall not, whilst 'tis in my custody.
Ha!
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. The souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy.
Why? Why is this? Thinkst thou I live a life of jealousy? To follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No, to be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat when I shall turn the business of my soul to such exsufflicate and blown surmises matching thy inference. She had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove, and on the proof, there is no more but this, away at once with love or jealousy.
She did deceive her father, marrying you.
I do not think, but Desdemona is honest.
Long live she so, and long live you to think so.
Yet how nature earns itself.
Aye, there's the point, as to be bold with you.
Farewell. Farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Leave me. Fear not my government. Oh, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, Othello? Your dinner and the generous islanders why you invited to attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead here.
Faith, that's with watching. Go away again. Let me but bind it hard. Within this hour it will
Your
be
napkin
well.
is too little. Let it alone. Come. I'll go in with you.
I'm very sorry you're not well.
I am glad I found the napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it. But she so loves the token, for he conjured her she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore about her, to kiss and talk to. I'll have to retain out and give Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing but to please his fantasy.
Oh, now, what do you here alone?
Do not chide. I have a thing for you.
You have a thing for me. It is a common thing
Huh.
to have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona. That which so often you did bid me steal.
Hast stolen it from her?
No, Faith. She let it drop by negligence and to the advantage I being here to go. Look, here too.
A good wench! Give it me.
Oh, what will you do with it? That you have been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why, what's that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give to me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad and she shall lack it.
Be not, no, not. I have use for it. Go. Leave me. I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin and let him find it. Trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmation strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their nature's poisons, which at first is scarce found to distaste, but with a little art upon the blood do burn like the mines of sulfur. Look where he comes. Not poppy, nor mandragora, nor all the drowsy syrups of the world shall ever medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou owedst yesterday.
Ha! Ha! False to me?
Well, how now, General? No more of that.
Avaunt, be gone, thou hast set me on the rack.
How now, my lord?
I sought not, thought it not, it harmed not me. I slept the next night well, fed well, was free and merry. Farewell, the tranquil mind, farewell, content villain! Be sure thou prove my love a whore, be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hadst been better have been born a dog than answer my waked wrath. Make me to sit, or at least so prove it, that the probation bear no hinge nor loop to hang a doubt on, or woe upon thy life. If thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse on horror's head, horror's accumulate.
Are you a man? Have you soul or sense? Oh, monstrous world! Take note, O world! To be direct and honest is not safe.
Nay, stay. Thou shouldst be honest. By the world, I think my wife be honest. I think she is not. I think that thou art just, and think thou art not. I'll have some proof, I'll not endure it. Would I were satisfied.
You would be satisfied.
Would? Nay, and I will.
And may. But how? How satisfied, my lord? Would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on, beholder chop?
Damnation!
It were a tedious difficulty, I think, to bring them to that prospect. Damn them then! What then? How then? Where's satisfaction?
Give me a living reason. She's disloyal.
She may be honest yet. Tell me but this. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not that. But such a handkerchief, I am sure it was your wife's, did I today see Cassio wipe his beard with.
If it be that!
If it be that, or any that was hers, it speaks against her.
Now do I see 'tis true. Look here, Iago. Oh, my fond love, thus do I blow to heaven, 'tis gone! Arise, black vengeance from the hollow hell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne to tyrannous hate.
Patience, I say. Your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago. Even so, my bloody thoughts with violent pace shall ne'er look back, ne'er ebb to humble love. I here engage my words.
Witness here that Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart to wronged Othello's service. Let him command.
I greet thy love. Within these 3 days, let me hear thee say Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead.
Now art thou my lieutenant.
I am your own. Forever.
Where should I lose the handkerchiefs, Emilia?
I know not, madam.
Believe me, I'd rather have lost my purse full of cruzados. But my noble lord is true of mind, and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are. It were enough to put him to ill thinking.
Is he not jealous?
No! I think the son where he was born drew all such humors from him.
Look where he comes.
Oh, goodness. I shall not leave him till Cassio be called to. How is it with you, my lord?
Well, my good lady, oh, hardness to dissemble. How do you, Desdemona?
Well, my lord.
Give me your hand.
It's no age, nor felt nor sorrow.
'Tis a good hand. A frank one.
You may indeed say so. It was the hand that gave away my heart.
A liberal hand. The hearts of old gave hands, but our new heraldry is hands, not hearts.
I cannot speak of this. Come now, your promise.
What promise, Chuck?
I've sent to bid Cassio be called to you.
I have a salt and sorry room offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not.
No, faith.
That's a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it, 'twould make her amiable and subdue my father entirely to her love. But if she lost it or made a gift of it, my father's eye should hold her loathed and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She died and gave it me and bid me when my fate would have me wife to give it her. I did so, and take heed on't. Make it a darling like your precious eye. To loose or gift away with such perdition as nothing else can match.
It's possible.
'Tis true there's magic in the web of it.
In faith, it's true.
Most variable therefore look to dwell.
Oh, would to God I've never seen it.
Ha! Wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rash?
It's lost. It's gone. Speak! It's out of the way.
Heaven bless us!
Say you!
I say
this man jealous?
I've never seen this before. Sure, there's some wonder in the handkerchief. I am most unhappy in the loss of it.
'Tis not a year or two shows us a man. They are all but stomachs, and we all but food. They eat us hungrily, and when they are full, they belch us. Look here, Cassio and my husband.
How now, Cassio? What's the news with you?
Not of my former suit. I do beseech you that by your virtuous means I may again exist and be a member of his love, whom I with all the office of my heart entirely honor, and would not be delayed.
My application is not now in tune. My lord is not my lord, nor should I know him in favor as in humor altered. So help me every spirit sanctified. I have spoken for you all my best, and stood within the blank of his displeasure for my free speech. You must awhile be patient. What I can do, I will, and more I will than for myself I dare. Let that suffice you.
Is my lord angry?
Even hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
And is he angry? I have seen the cannon when it hath blown his ranks into the air, and like the devil from his very arm puffed his own brother. And is he angry? Something of moment then. I will go meet him. There's matter in to deed if he be angry.
Prithee, do so. Something, sure of state, hath puddled his ears. And in such cases men's natures wrangle with inferior things, though great ones are their object. Nay, we must think men are not gods. Beshrew me much, Emilia, I, unhandsome warrior as I am, was arraigning his unkindness in my soul.
Pray heaven it be state matters as you think, and no conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Alas, I have not given him cause.
But jealous souls will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for their jealous. It is a monster, begot upon itself, born on itself.
Heaven keep the monster from Othello's mouth.
Lady, amen.
I will go seek him. Cassio, walk here about. If I do find him fit, I'll move your suit and seek to effect it to my utmost.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Save your friend, Cassio.
What make you from home? How is with you, my most fair Bianca? In faith, sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was going to your lodging, Cassio. What keep a week away? 7 days and nights, 8 hours, and lovers' absent hours more tedious than the dial 8 times. Oh, weary reckoning.
Pardon me, Bianca. I have this while with leaden thoughts been pressed, but I shall, in a more continuate time, strike off this score of absence. Sweet Bianca, take me. This workout?
Oh, Cassio, whence came this? This is some token from a newer friend. To the felt absence, now I feel a cause. Is it come to this? Well.
Go to, woman! Throw your vile guesses in the devil's teeth from whence you have them. You are jealous now that this is from some mistress, some remembrance. No, by my faith, Bianca.
Why, whose is it?
I know not, neither. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well. Ere it be demanded, as like enough it would, I would have it copied. Take it and do it, and leave me for this time.
Leave you? Wherefore?
I do attend here on the general, and think it no addition nor my wish to have him see me, woman.
Why, I pray you?
Not that I love you not.
But that you do not love me. I pray you bring me on the way a little, and say if I shall see you soon, at night.
'Tis but a little way I can bring you, for I attend here. But I'll see you soon.
'Tis very good. I must be circumstanced.
Will you think so?
Think so, Iago.
What, to kiss in public?
An unauthorized kiss.
Well, or to be naked with her friend in bed an hour or more, not meaning any harm.
Naked in bed, Iago, and not mean harm.
So they do nothing. 'Tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor too. May she give that.
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. But for the handkerchief.
By heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou sayest, oh, it comes on my memory, as doth the raven o'er the infectious house, boding to all. He had my handkerchief.
Aye, what of that?
That's not so good now.
What if I had said I had seen him do you wrong? Or heard him say...
Hath he said anything? What have he said?
Faith that he did...
What?
I know not.
What?
Lie.
With her.
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her? Lie on her? We say lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. Zooms, that fulsome handkerchief. Confession's handkerchief. To confess and be hanged for his labor. First to be hanged and then to confess. Oh, I tremble at it. Nature would not invest herself in such shadow and passion without some instruction. It is not words that shakes me thus. Bish! Noses, ears, lips. It's possible. Confess. Handkerchief. Oh, devil!
Work on my medicine. Work!
What's the matter?
My lord has fallen into an epilepsy.
Rub him about the temple.
No, forbear. The lethargy must have his quiet course. Do you withdraw yourself a little while? He will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. How do you now, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you, no, by heaven. When you would bear your fortune like a man. Good sir, be a man. Confine yourself but in a patient list. Whilst you are here, o'erwhelmed with your grief, a passion most unsuiting such a man. Cassio came hither. I shifted him away and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy, bade him anon return, and here speak with me, which he promised. Do but encave yourself, for I will make him tell me the tale, and you, where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath, and is again to cope, your wife. Marry patience, I say. But mark his gesture.
Dost thou hear, Iago? I will be found most cunning in my patience. But dost thou hear? Most bloody.
How do you now, Lieutenant?
The word, sir, that you give me the addition whose want even kills me.
Ply Desdemona well, and you are sure on't. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed?
Alas, poor caitiff.
I never knew woman loved man so.
Alas, poor rogue, I think in faith she loves me.
Faith, the cry goes that you marry her. Is it true?
I marry. What, a customer? Prithee bear some charity to my wit. Do not think it so unwholesome.
Faith, the cry goes you marry her.
Prithee, say true?
I am a very villain else.
This is the monkey's own giving out. She is persuaded she won't marry me out of her own love and flattery, not on my promise. She was here even now. She haunts me in every place and follows me thus about my neck and hangs and lolls and weeps about me, so shakes and pulls me.
Borys, look when she comes.
What do you mean by this haunting of me?
Let the devil and his damn haunt you. What do you mean by that same handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine fool to take it. I must take out the work, a likely piece of work, that you should find it in your chamber and know not who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work. There, give it your yours, wheresoever you had it. I'll take out no work on it.
By heaven, that should be my handkerchief.
How now, sweet Bianca? How now? How now?
If you'll come to supper tonight, you may. If you will not, come when you are next prepared for.
After her, after her.
Faith, I must. She'll rail in the street else.
Will you sup there?
Faith, I intend so.
Did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours, by this hand. and to see how he prizes the foolish woman your wife. She gave it him, and he hath given it his poor.
I would have him 9 years a-killing. A fine woman, a fair woman, a sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
I let her rot and perish and be damned tonight, for she shall not live. No, my heart is turned to stone. I strike it and it hurts my hand. Oh, the world hath not a sweeter creature.
Nay, that's not your way.
Hang her, do but say what she is. So delicate. Oh, she could sing the savageness out of a bear, of so high and plenteous wit and invention.
She's the worse for all this.
Oh, a thousand times. And then of so gentle a condition.
Oh, too gentle, 'tis foul in her.
I will chop her into messes with mine officer.
That's fouler.
Get me some poison, Iago, this night.
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in a bed. Even the bed she hath contaminated.
God save you, worthy gentlemen.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasures.
What's the news?
How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Live, sir.
There's fallen between Cassio and my lord an unkind breach, but you shall make all well.
Are you sure of that?
My lord.
This fail you not to do as
He did
you
not
will.
call me visit in paper. Is there division twixt my lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do much to atone it for the love I bear to Cassio.
Fire and brimstone.
My lord.
Are you wise?
What? Is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him. For as I think they do command him home, imputing Cassio in his government.
Oh, by my troth, I'm glad on it.
Indeed.
My lord.
I am glad to see you mad.
Why? Sweet enough.
Ah!
I have not deserved it.
Oh, devil. Devil out of my sight!
On straight revenge.
Truly an obedient lady. My lord, this would not be believed, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends. I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress!
My lord.
What would you with her?
I, my lord?
Ah, you! You did wish that I would make her turn. Oh, she can turn and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep, sir, weep. And she's obedient. As you say, obedient, very obedient. Proceed in your tears. Concerning this, I am commanded home. Get you away. Cassio shall have my place. Goats and monkeys! You have seen nothing then.
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm. And then I heard each syllable that breath made up between them.
What? Did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never. Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest, lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your thought. It doth abuse your bosom. If any wretch have put this in your head, let heaven requite it with a serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy. The purest of their wives is foul as slander.
Bid her come hither. Go!
My lord, what is your will?
Pray you, Chuck. Come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Look in my face.
What horrible fancy is this?
Some of your function, mistress. Your mystery. Nay, dispatch!
On my knees! What doth thy speech import? I understand the fury
thyself. Swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord? With whom? How am I false?
Oh, Desdemona, away, away, away!
Alas! What ignorant sin have I committed?
What committed? Impudence, strumpet!
My God, you do me wrong.
Are you not a strumpet? What? Not a whore!
No, as I shall be saved.
Is it possible?
Heaven forgive us.
I cry you mercy then. You lie you! We have done our course. There's money for your pains.
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, my good lady?
Half asleep.
Good madam, what's the matter with my lord?
Who?
With my lord, madam?
Who is thy lord?
He that is yours, sweet lady.
I have no lord. Do not talk to me, Emilia. I cannot weep. Nor answers have I none, but that which should go by water. Prithee, tonight, lay on my bed my wedding sheets, and call thy husband hither.
Here's a change indeed.
How have I been behaved, that he may stick the smallest opinion on my greatest misuse?
What is your pleasure, madam? How is't with you?
I cannot tell. Those that do teach babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. He should have chid me so, in faith. I am a child to chide.
What is the matter, lady?
Alas, Iago, my lord hath so abhorred her, thrown such despite and heavy terms upon her that true hearts cannot bear it.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
That she did say, my lord did say I was.
He called her a whore. A beggar in his drink could not have laid such terms upon his callet.
Why did he so?
Cannot tell, I know I am none such.
Hath she forsook so many noble matches, her father and her country and her friends, to be called whore?
How comes this trick upon him?
Heaven doth know.
I will be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some cozening slave to get some office have not devised this slander. I will be hanged else.
Fie, there is no such man. It is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
A halter pardon him, and hell not his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What place, what time, what form, what likelihood? The Moor's abused by some most villainous knave, some base notorious knave, some scurvy fellow. Oh, heaven, that such companions thou'dst unfold, and put in every honest hand a whip, and lash the rascals naked through the world.
Speak within your world.
No, fie upon them! Some such squire he was, that turned your wit, the seamy side without, and made you to suspect me with the Moor.
You are a fool. Go to.
How shall I win my lord again? Good friend, go to him. By this heaven's light, I know not how I lost him. Here I kneel. Ere my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, or that mine eyes, mine ears, or any sense delighted them in any form. Comfort, forswear me. And kindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never attain my love.
Oh, Desdemona.
My lord.
Get you to bed on the instant. I will be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant there. Look to be done.
I will.
How goes it now? He looks gentler than he did.
He says he will return incontinent and have commanded me to bed and bid me dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
We must do his bidding. Give me my nightly wearing and adieu. We must not now displease him.
Aye. Would you have never seen him?
So would not I. My love doth so approve him. Even his stubbornness, his checks, his frowns. Oh, prithee, unpin me. Have grace. Favor.
I have laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
False one. Could be. How foolish are our minds. If I do die before you, shroud me in one of these same sheets.
Come, you talk.
My mother had a maid, and she was in love, and he she loved proved mad, and did forsake her. She had a song of willow, old thing 'twas, and she died singing it. That song tonight will not leave my mind. I've much to do. I hang my head to one side and sing, willow, willow, willow. Prithee, dispatch.
Shall I go fetch your nightgown?
No. The poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree. Sing all the green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing all the green willow, willow, willow. Prithee, hie thee, will come anon. Hark! Who is it?
It's the wind.
Get thee gone, good night. Mine eyes bewitched, that thou bode weeping.
'Tis neither here nor there.
I heard it said so. Oh, these men, these men. Dost thou in conscience think, Emilia, that there be women to abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why, would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Nor I by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
The world's a huge thing. It is a great price for a small price.
By Jove, I think thou wouldst not.
In truth, I think I should, and undo it when I have done. Mary, I would not do such a thing for a joint ring, nor for measures of lawn, nor for gowns, nor petticoats, nor caps, nor any petty exhibition, but for all the whole world. Ud's pity. Who would not make her husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should enter purgatory for it.
Beshrew me, Emilia, I would not do such a world. What such a deed for the whole world?
Well, the wrong is but a wrong in the world. And having the world for your labor, 'tis a wrong in your own world, and you might quickly make it right.
I do not think there is such a woman.
Yes, a dozen. And as many to the advantage as would store the world they played for. But I do think it is their husbands' faults if wives do fall. Say they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say they strike us and scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is't frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have we not affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night, good night. God may such uses send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad men.
Iago keeps his word.
Oh, help! Help! Oh! Light! Light!
Brave Iago, honest and just, thou teachest me.
Murder! Murder! Oh, help!
Who's there? Whose noise is this that cries on murder?
Here, here, for heaven's sake, help me!
Oh, me, Lieutenant! What villains have done this? Killed men in the dark? Where be these bloody thieves? Help! Oh, murder! Murder! Where be these bloody thieves?
What is the matter? How? Who did the crime? Oh, my dear Cassio! Oh, my sweet Cassio! Oh, Cassio, Cassio!
Oh, notable strumpet Cassio, may you suspect who they should be that have thus mangled you?
No! I think that one of them is here about.
Lend me a light! Light, I say! Light!
Alas, he faints! Oh, Cassio! Cassio!
I do suspect
Cassio!
this trash to be a party in this injury. What? Look you pale. Look you pale, mistress. Nay, if you stare, we shall hear more anon. No, guiltiness will speak, though tongues were out of use.
Alas, what's the matter? What's the matter, husband?
Cassio, hath you been set on in the dark?
Alas, good gentleman, alas, the Cassio.
This is the fruits of whoring. Prithee, Emilia, go know of Cassio where he supped tonight. What, do you shake at that?
He supped at my house, but I therefore shake not.
Oh, did he so? I charge you go with me.
Fie upon me, strumpet.
I am no strumpet, but am like as honest as you that dost abuse me.
Basil, fie upon thee.
Who's there? Othello,
Hi, Desdemona.
will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
Aye, my lord.
If you bethink yourself of any crime as yet unreconciled, to heaven and grace solicit for it straight.
Alack, my lord, what may you mean by that?
Well, do it. And be brief, I will walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared spirit, no. Heavens forfend, I would not kill thy soul.
Talk you of killing me?
I do.
Then heaven have mercy on me.
Amen with all my heart.
And yet I fear you. Why I should fear I know not, since guiltiness I know not. And yet I feel I fear.
Think on thy sins.
They are the loves I bear to you.
Aye, and for that thou diest.
That death's unnatural that kills for loving. Some bloody passion shakes your very frame.
Peace, and be still.
I will so. What is the matter?
That handkerchief, which I so loved and gave to thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
No, by my life and soul. Call for the man and ask him.
Sweet soul, take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
Not yet to die.
Presently.
Oh,
Therefore, confess thee freely of thy sins.
Lord, have mercy on me.
Say amen.
And you have mercy too. I never did offend you in my life, never loved Cassio, but with the general warranty of love, of heaven one might love, never gave him token.
By heaven, I saw my handkerchief in his hand. Oh, perjured woman, thou dost stone my heart, and makes me call what I intend to do a murder which I thought a sacrifice. I saw the handkerchief.
He found it then. I never gave it to him. Call him hither, let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed.
What?
That he hath used thee.
How? Unlawfully.
Aye.
He would not say so.
No! His mouth is stopped. Honestly, I would have ta'en order for it.
Oh, my dear interprets, what is he dead?
Had all his hairs been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
He is betrayed and I am dying.
Weepst thou for him to my face?
Banishment, my lord, will kill me now.
Down!
Kill me tomorrow, let me live tonight.
Nay, if you strive.
Half an hour.
Being done, there is no pause.
My prayer.
It is too late.
Lord.
Yes! Tis Emilia. She's dead. Tis like she comes to speak of Cassio's death. Still is the grave. Shall she come in? Word good. I think she stirs again. No. What's best to do? If she comes in, she'll sure speak to my wife. My wife? My wife? What wife? I have no wife. Oh, insupportable! Oh! Heavy hour! Methinks it should be now a huge eclipse of sun and moon, and that the frighted globe did yawn in alteration.
I do beseech you that I may speak with you. Oh my Lord, yonder foul murders.
What? Now?
But now, my lord. Cassio, my lord.
Cassio killed?
No, Cassio's not killed.
Not Cassio killed?
Falsely murdered.
Oh Lord, what cry is that?
That? What?
Out and alas, that was my lady's voice. Oh lady, speak again, sweet Desdemona. Oh sweet mistress, speak.
Guiltless death I died.
What? Who hath done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Farewell. Commend me to my kind lord.
Why? How should she be murdered?
Alas, who knows?
You heard her say herself, it was not I.
She said so. I must needs report the truth.
She's like a liar gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her.
Oh, the more angel she, and you the blacker devil.
She turned to folly and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil.
She was false as water.
Thou art rash as fire to say that she was false. Oh, she was heavenly true.
Ask thy husband else. Oh, I were damned beneath all depth in hell, but that I did proceed upon just grounds to this extremity. Thy husband knew it all.
My husband.
Thy husband.
My husband.
Aye, 'twas he that told me on her first. An honest man he is, and hates the slime that sticks on filthy deeds.
My husband.
What needs this idiotless woman? I say thy husband.
Oh, mistress. Villainy hath made mocks with love. My husband say that she was false.
He, woman, I say thy husband. Dost understand the word? My friend, thy husband, honest Iago.
If he say so, may his pernicious soul rot. Half a grain a day he lies to heart. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain.
Peace, you are bad.
Thou hast not half that power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. Go, oh, dolt as ignorant as dirt, thou hast done a deed. I'll make thee known. Help! Help! Oh, help! Murder! Murder! You come here. You have done well that men must lay their murders on your neck. Disprove this villain if thou be'st a man. He says thou toldst him that his wife is false. I know thou didst not. Thou art not such a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told him what I thought and told no more than what he found himself was apt and true.
But did you ever tell him she was false?
I did.
You told a lie. An odious, damned lie upon my soul. Lie, a wicked lie. She was with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress, go to. Charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies, murdered in her bed, and your reports have set the murder on. Oh, villainy. 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 I think I smelt. Oh, villainy. I thought so then. Oh, I'll kill myself for grief. Oh, villainy. Villainy.
What are you mad? A charge should get you home.
By chance, Iago, I will ne'er go home. Nay, lay me down and roar, for thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that e'er did lift up eye.
Oh, she was foul! I know this act shows horrible and grim. 'Tis pitiful. Yet Iago knows Cassio confessed it, and she did gratify his amorous works with that recognizance and pledge of love which I first gave her. I saw it in his hand. It was a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother.
Oh, God. Oh, heavenly God.
Sons, hold your peace.
Go out thy peace. No. I will be as liberal as the north. Let heaven and men and devils, let them all cry shame against me, yet all speak.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not. Oh, how dull Moor. That handkerchief thou speaks of, I found by fortune and to give my husband. For often, with a solemn earnestness, more than indeed belonged to such a trifle, he begged of me to steal.
Villainy, whore!
She gave to Cassio, no less. I found it, and I to give my husband.
Philip! Thou liest!
Lay me by my mistress' side. What does thy song about, lady? Well, well. More, she was chaste. She loved thee. Cruel Moor. So come my soul to bliss, as I speak true. So speaking as I think, I die. I die.
I bleed, sir, but not killed.
I am not sorry neither. I'd have thee live, for in my sense 'tis happiness to die. Will you, I pray, demand this demi-devil why he has thus ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word.
Soft you. A word or two before you go. I have done the state some service, and then note. No more of that. Speak of me as I am. Then must you speak of one who loved not wisely, but too well. Of one not easily jealous, but being wrought. perplexed in the extreme. No more of that. I kissed thee. Ere I killed thee. No way but this! Killing myself! To die! Upon a kiss.
These words I have to say may well be simple, but they're true. Until you give your love, there's nothing more that we can do. Love is the opening door. Love is what we came here for. No one could offer you more. You say it's very hard to leave behind the life we but there's no other way, and now it's